Oh, good morning, everybody. I'm talking about autism inertia. Like, what is autism inertia? And what are the things that helps us overcome inertia so we can actually get things done in our day? Let's go. By the way, my girlfriend's a dentist, so she's like doing stuff. This is a noisy machine. No good. Okay, so a little prerequisite to what autism inertia is. Basically, inertia is when you like want to do something, but you have no ability to do it because you just kind of the feeling of I have so many things on my to-do list. How can I even start doing one when I have so many to do? And then you end up doing none at all. But this comes from Newton's laws of motion. An object in motion can't just suddenly stop, deviate, or turn or whatever. It's on a path, right? And the same can be said for autistic people in reverse of that. An object that is not in motion, we're not doing something, we're not completing tasks, it will also not be able for us to start the task because we're not currently going. This is inertia. So how do we overcome inertia? How do we get over it? I have 3 or 4 actually proven ways that I personally do it, but I also have an insight from my girlfriend because she has some amazing insight into how she deals with the inertia being an ADHD person herself. So I was saying about how inertia kind of impacts your ability to be motivated to start doing things. And I was talking to Flavia earlier about this exact thing. And you said, hey, there's one thing that I use to help get out of inertia. Now, this is interesting because I was like, whoa, this is so interesting, especially for like the girls in my audience, right? So what were you saying about the makeup thing?
To me, it really helps when I do my makeup in the morning. I notice that I do a lot more things, like I get a lot more done if I had done my makeup in the morning.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you like make your bed, right? This is one of the things that the dopamine list. Like if you're taking things off your list of things to do, you get more motivated to do more, which is really interesting because if you do nothing, you stay unmotivated. But when you start doing something,
And it's like, it's not about the makeup itself. It's just like the first step,
Yeah.
getting ready, then my day can be more productive.
It's true. And I took inspiration from Mark Zuckerberg on something very similar, where I prepare my clothes the night before. This was kind of like, this is not one of the main things I was going to talk about in this, but you just reminded me about it, where like if I get up and I have to like worry about what clothes I'm going to wear, it always freaks me out. I'm like, oh, God. And then it stops getting like productive. It starts getting kind of messy. So I'm like, oh, no. So if I like lay the clothes out and say, oh, I'm going to wear this tomorrow, it's a lot easier.
So much easier.
Yeah. And it's like you've just completed one thing on your list. This is really good because like you were saying, as soon as you do one thing, you go, okay, now I'm in the mode to, what's next? Like, how can I attack the rest of the day? Super important. It's kind of like a state of mind. So first thing you do when you get up, if you're not going to put makeup on, so I don't put makeup on whatever you go.
Like shower.
Yeah, like shower or do your bed or lay your clothes out so you know what you're doing. You have to tick off that one thing on your list.
Take off pajamas.
Changing. Changing. Yeah. No, it's true because then it's kind of like the work mode thing. You know, when you put on like a suit and tie, you're in a professional mode, right? But when you put on like shorts and a t-shirt, you're in kind of like lounge mode. Yeah,
like more relaxed.
Yeah, and you've got to be like as soon as but it's tasking. You go, okay, task, awesome stuff. She's babe. Yo, babe.
Yeah.
What is it you like about dentistry? One thing. Ooh. Your professionalism. That is your profession.
Perfectionism.
Oh, perfectionism.
Yeah,
like
that's for me.
Yeah, but it's also kind of like attention to detail, right?
Yeah,
well,
100%.
Fla's also a scientist. I'm a scientist. We love the detail. We love data and love science. What are you preparing, Flo?
I'm preparing a tray to do an amalgam filling.
Ooh.
It's fine.
Oh, weird mouth thing. Look at this. Oh, is this a dead person's mouth? No, I'm joking. It's not. It's plastic. Oh, is it plastic or red? What is it?
This is silicone.
Oh, silicone
and plastic.
Oh, okay. And ceramic? No, it's resin again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Interesting. And there's like standard stuff, right? For like this is not just practice stuff. This is like we use this in a actual clinical setting, right?
Yes.
Amazing. All right. So back to inertia. See, this is it. If you had really bad inertia in the morning, there's no way you'd be able to get into a clinic and start doing teeth, right? Because you'd be like, oh damn. So you got to kind of like stay active, get those things going, right? I'm going to tell you now about the protocol. The protocol is really interesting, and this is kind of like the key for overcoming inertia. Kind of in general, the whole thing. All these little things add up, but this is super interesting because it's real life. Look, this is inertia 101. Flavia is currently putting together the floor lamp, and this is me. I mean, the Tim Hortons donut. So when in Canada, Tim Hortons rules, right? Like we got to do it, but this thing actually has apple in it. Oh, I'm gonna drop the box. Anyway, this apple fritter actually has apple in it. Very, see, look, working hard. No, it's just very demure. All right, back to it. Also, you guys remember this shirt from the video we did? If you don't know, I'll put a clip of it here.
Babe.
Okay, and this was the setting of the box breakdown video. Anyway, and look, the slippers. Yay! Okay, and now we're done with the craziness and hanging out and eating donuts. Okay, so number one thing that I love to do to help myself get things done is the protocol. I call this the getting things done protocol, okay? And this is going to rock you out of inertia. And how it works is very simple. You have one piece of white paper, and then you write down all the things that you need to complete. It could be life goals, it could be smaller things, it could be daily tasks, it could be whatever it is. All the things that are you needing to get done, stopping you from actually getting them done. Write all the things down in one big list. Two things happen. One, you realize that there's not that many things, so the whole inertia thing is kind of like a mind over matter. But also, you start writing those things down, you're already out of the moment of inertia because you started a list. Okay, take the first one, move it to a separate piece of paper. So on the list of things you need to do, find the first one that you want to attack, the thing that you think, look, if I got rid of this, I feel so happier. Get that, put it onto a new piece of paper. Right at the top, write a completion date, so you need to get done by whatever date. Then list out all the steps in which you need to take to create that specific goal. So if it's needing to clean the house, right? The cleaning the house needs to be done within the next 24 hours. All the things need to be done. I need to wash the kitchen, hoover the carpet, clean the couch, clean the bedrooms, wash the toilets, and sweep the floor. Boom. Go through each one of these things incrementally. Now, there is a tip though. Bigger, larger goals, try to complete them in a longer space of time. Give yourself enough time, but also put down like, oh, today I'm just going to do one goal. So say you want to learn how to drive. That's the big goal, right? So then you say, okay, so the first actionable step is booking a driving instructor, right? Or looking for a driver instructor. Just do that one day. That's all you need to do. Because when you start to complete these, just like me and Flavio were saying, you get these dopamine hits where you're like taking things off your list. Okay, so reminders and taking action. Like one of the things, I can't live without my iPhone. I have an iPhone, an iPad, and I have a MacBook. And it all syncs together nice in a little ecosystem, right? The Apple ecosystem. And I know if you understand this, you know what I'm talking about. Now, having the Apple ecosystem allows me to do something quite magical. I can tell my Siri to remind me to do something, right? And when that buzzer comes on saying like, hey, Dan, do this, I do it then and there. So it says like, hey, Dan, you've got to phone the doctor to book an x-ray. So I went, okay, I'll do it right now. So do the reminder, but take the action when it comes in. You're going to realize you're going to get so many things done and you won't even worry about inertia. The last thing I have you on inertia is something that I've used, I think, maybe for about 2 or 3 years now. I've been doing this. Now, this is a small daily journal. And I mean, you can have any journal you want, right? But this one's nice because it fits in your pocket. You can take it anywhere. But at the end of the day, I write down my thoughts and the things that I need to complete the day after, or maybe the things that I've completed today because I want to see the progress and improvement of what I'm doing. Now, what's really interesting about this is it helps declutter your mind, but it also allows you to create task lists so that you can move forward with haste. No, I'm joking. No, you can move forward and make sure that you're kind of completing the things that you want to complete in a good space of time. Now, I'll leave a link for these little pieces. I got these on Amazon. They were super cheap. I'll leave a link from down below. But one of the things that Flavia and I were talking about when we were building the desk, as you saw, is how a lot of the time I look for other people to motivate me, to be inspired, to do things, to be motivated. And a lot of people miss this, and maybe they don't have somebody that they can rely on that will motivate them. Sometimes it's your dad, your best friend, your wife, your partner, whatever. Now, if you are missing this and you want to, somebody to be there as your spot, your motivator. I am a highly motivated person, and I love doing one-on-one consultations with all my fans from different areas of the world. We do one-on-one consultations, and I love it. I help people in business, relationships, life management, just coaching them so that they, as autistic individuals, can feel empowered, understand their power, and move forward in time to the things that they want to do that urges them towards existence. Now, I would love to do this. So if you want me to be your personal coach to motivate you to do things like this, go down below. There'll be a link where you can book me. But if you're watching on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, and Facebook, the link will be in the comment of this video. And also in my About section, there's a link in the bio. click that link and you'll see where you can book me. Okay, guys, I gotta go because I really want to do other stuff right now. I've got to get done. So I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.